hope everybody's doing really well today. I'm here to do my first haul in a very, very, very long time. I have been holding off on purchasing coloring books and supplies for, I would say, most of 2022. Was I successful in purchasing nothing? Absolutely not. But I did restrain myself. If you look back at my last year or the year before, I definitely purchased more than I did in 2022. So I'm going to count that as a win, even though I did purchase still too many books. But anyways, I had been holding off on purchasing things because I was moving. And now that that is all done, I am officially releasing myself to go shopping. And I knew that I was moving in advance. So like a month ago, I started purchasing things and just sending them directly to my parents' house, which is where I am right now for about a month maybe. And yeah, my parents started receiving a lot of Amazon boxes, and my mother said that if I order any more things, I'm not allowed to move in because there will not be space for me because of everything that I purchased. So I figured I could show everything off. I'm so excited. Hauls are probably my favorite videos to watch, maybe aside from the completed monthly pages video. So I'm so excited I finally get to do another haul video. It's a big stack. I will link everything below. But I think I can link everything. I don't think anything was an obscure website. But I did also get one supply item that I am so jazzed for. And it is a 72 set of Prismacolors. I mean, listen to this. Now that is some fine pencil work. I'm so excited. So I have been seeing Prismas, on a lot of channels. They're not exactly a hidden gem. But they're expensive. They're so expensive. So I've just been keeping an eye out for any good sales on Amazon for them. And they had a sale, I want to say about a month and a half ago. And these were, under $60, 50 something, I want to say. I did post about it on my, the YouTube community tab, whatever it's called, because it was such a good deal. And I hope some of you were also able to snag them up. So I haven't used them yet because I did have them shipped directly here instead of shipping them to Germany. But let me see if I can open. There we go. So they're so beautiful. So it's multiple layers of these little tins. And I don't know if I'm going to keep them like this or if I'm going to get a pencil case. I had gotten a 12-pack of them from Walmart about a year ago, and I absolutely loved them. So there's multiple trays. There's another one underneath that I won't get out. But I mean, I'm just so excited to work with these, and they're just beautiful. I think the full price for them is a little ridiculous. Yes, they're great colored pencils, but it just pains me to pay that much for colored pencils. But since they were on sale, I had to do it. I did also get another supply item. It's frankly somewhere in the house at this point. I got a large set of Ahuhu alcohol markers. And I had Ahuhus before when I was living in Germany. And I really liked them. I used them basically all up. There was a couple stragglers that still had some juice in them. And I had purchased a set of knockoff alcohol markers that were absolutely terrible. They just, they yellowed like crazy. So in some of my books, when I do completed pages, you will see the yellowing and it's very severe. So ever since then, I was you know what? I'm going to pay the extra couple of bucks and just buy Ahuhus because I know they're very pigmented, they last a good time, and they don't yellow. So I also bought myself a big pack of those. I think it's 100 something like that. Lovely markers. They're again already in use somewhere in my house. So yeah, very excited for those because I did end up donating the alcohol markers I had in Germany. So I didn't own a single alcohol marker when I moved here. How sad. So I was happy to get my hands on the big set of Ahuhus. Anyways, now into the books. The first book is a little guy. It's Reptiloids 2 by, what's the name? Vasil Seiko. This is a newer release. Well, it was released in 2022, and I was really happy to see it. As you know, I keep an eye on new releases because I do those new release videos. This just caught my eye because I've seen a lot done from the first one, and people tend to have really positive reviews of it. And I don't have the first one, but I've just been so interested, and this one just seemed so delightfully weird that I had to snag it up. I did, I think I got an introductory price on it. If not, then this book is just really inexpensive. I also don't own any pocket-sized books. So with me having limited coloring time, especially, you know, until my thesis is due, I think it'll be nice to have something like this. We shall see. I have not colored in it yet, but I shall. I'll link it down below. I got it off Amazon. And then I made my first ever purchase on Book Outlet, which was so exciting because Germany, I don't know if Book Outlet shipped there. I can't recall. They either did not ship to Germany or the shipping was really expensive. I cannot remember at this point. So now that I'm here in the US of A, I have access to Book Outlet. Very excited. So I initially had looked at their collection of coloring books, and I had flagged like 3 or 4, and I was super excited. And then I was under the amount for free shipping, and you know, I'm not going to pay for shipping. I would rather get another book. So I reached out to my fiance and I was like, hey, just pick a book, you know, a reading book. He doesn't color. I was like, pick a reading book. We will add it to the basket, whatever, and we'll reach the minimum for the shipping. He ends up picking 8 books or something, which is fine because they were all super affordable. But by the time he picked the books, a bunch of the coloring books that I had wanted to purchase were already sold out. So this was the only one I was able to get. I also did end up getting some reading books. But this is A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. And it's my first ever Lulu Mayo book. I'm so excited. It's adorable. I'm sure most of you all have seen Lulu Mayo work before. I've seen this page done so many times. So I went for this one instead of a million, I think she's llamas and things like the bears, because I wanted something a little bit more whimsical. So I could do weird colors, and I know I could do obscure or non-traditional, whatever you want to call them, colors in the other books. But this one just sparked a little bit more creativity in me. So really, really jazzed for this one. I've been wanting to pick up a Lulu Mayo book for a while. And it's not like they're expensive, because they're not, especially if you get them on Book Outlet, which I noticed they have a lot of the books from this artist on very good sale. I've also seen some of these books on really good sale at Books A Million, so bam. So check out your local bookstore. Maybe they'll have some good sales on the Lulu Mayo. If not, take a gander at Book Outlet. I now just have them open on my phone, and you can sort them by newest arrivals, newest arrivals to Book Outlet, not necessarily newest publishing. So I'll have newest arrivals, and I'm not gonna lie, I check it daily to see what they have restocked in the last 24 hours. And then if anything catches my eye, I can purchase it. So this is from Book Outlet, and it's in perfect condition, because I know some folks sometimes question Book Outlet. 0 issues with it, and it was very much discounted. Then I went a little cuckoo for Hanna Karlzon, and I'm not sorry about it. Not even a little bit. So Amazon was doing a sale a couple weeks ago where if you bought 3 books, one of them was free. And that included Hanna Karlzon. So instead of being a normal human and buying I'll get, 2, and then the third one was free, I ended up getting 6 books. So 2 were free, and overall I got 6 books. Not all of them were coloring books, and not all of them were for me, but 4 out of the 6 are coloring books, and 3 out of the 4 are Hanna Karlzon. Again, I'm not even a little bit sorry. So I think we're about to have a visitor. Yep, here comes Tilly the cat. Tills, Squitcher Boo. So we have Seasons, which I think is an older book of hers, just because the formatting is different. Like the book itself looks different than some of the other ones. Like it's just smaller. So I got Seasons, and it was a good deal to get 3 of her books for the price of 2. Excuse me, Tilly. Okay, I guess I have a little supervisor here. I haven't colored in these just yet, but I do have her Tales from the Night Sky, I think, which was the newest one. And I love coloring in that one. I've done, I believe, 2 pages in there. Big fan. So I'm really excited to get my hands on more of her artwork. I mean, look how stunning this is. And for the longest time, I was really intimidated by her books. But at this point, it's like, who cares, right? Like, if I do a page and it doesn't turn out looking the way I wanted to, that's fine. I have so many books that, you know, it's okay to color something that's not going to be perfect in my eyes. Most things aren't. So I'm just trying to get over myself, basically, and color in these books. So I have Seasons. And then I got Witch's Cottage, or Tales from the Witch's Cottage. So a while back, I did a video about books that I would love to own. So books that, like, not just like, oh, this would be cool to have. This is like books like I will be purchasing in the next however months. And this was in that video. And I stayed true to my word. I purchased it. It's so cool. It has like all these bottles, which I need to improve my coloring of bottles, but it's very whimsical. And then it has pictures like this with all the flowers. Love me a floral. It's just a really cool book. Again, cannot wait to color in here. How beautiful is this? Ooh, there's a snake. Okay, I did not notice the snake. Not a big fan of snakes, but everything else is really cute. Really jazzed for this one. Oh, I like this one, even though there's a bug. But yes, I got Witch's Cottage. Then I got Tales from the Forest Kingdom. This one also has a lot of really whimsical characters. I like her, like, headpiece there. Tilly, do you like the headpiece? It's right there. She's okay with it. More snakes, a little Robin Hood looking dude. Yes, just so pumped to color, and I cannot wait to use my new Prismacolors in here. I know some folks use watercolors, but I don't own any, so I'm just going to stick to my Prismacolors. The next book that I got is A Circle of Life by this amazing artist whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce because I am going to butcher it. But they have also put out, was it Nature Mandalas, I think is the other book. And there's also one coming out in 2023 that's like Mother Nature, I think. That book looks really cool. But I've seen Circle of Life many times on many channels. I've seen it in person. I've flipped through it before. And I just kept on being like, no, like, it's too detailed for me. It's too detailed for me. But then it was part of this, buy 2, get the third one free deal. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. Like, you're going to get it. You're going to color in it. And I'm, at the end of the day, I'm really happy I got it. It's really beautiful. Yes, it's more on the detailed side. But I feel like if I take it one chunk at a time, it will be just fine. So it's just beautiful. I can't unfold it fully because, there's somebody sitting next to me. Love a good reindeer. Is it a reindeer? Deer? Some sort of deer. Tilly, are you going to scooch? I don't think she's excited about that. So, really happy. I've seen this one done so many times. I will most likely also be picking up the Mother Nature book that's coming out in 2023. I can't recall when in 2023, but it's coming. I will also link that one down below if you want to put yourself on the pre-order list. I might do that. It's just hard because I don't know what my address is going to be in a couple of months because I'm apartment hunting. But we will see. Maybe I'll pre-order that one to my parents' house. Then another thing I was super excited for moving back, it's always the smallest things, right? Is that I was able to sign up for the Coloring Heaven magazine. So in Germany, they're not sold. So I was able to get 2 of their magazines before off of their Etsy. And then I had paid an arm and a leg for shipping. So, and then I think I also paid taxes on them. Did I pay taxes? I can't recall. I might have also paid import tax because they're going from the UK to Germany. And because of Brexit, you know, they're not Europe anymore. So I can't recall. I think I had also paid taxes on the other 2. So I signed up for the Coloring Heaven magazine. So excited. Oh, Tilly has departed. Okay. Bye, Tills. And the first one arrived the other day, and it is Fantasy Creatures Special by Selena Fenech. And I think, oh yeah, there's also Chet Minton. Not fully sure. I know who Selena Fenech is. And it's definitely very different art styles. So like, which makes sense, right? It's 2 different artists. But this is cutesy Selena Fenech. And then if you go in the back, I guess that's also kind of cutesy. But it's very different. It's very, very different. And some of these are too spooky for me. Like, I'll be honest. But I think I could make it work. Like, this one, precious. This is not Selena Fenech. This is also Chet Minton? I don't know. The only page where I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Was the last one. Like, I'm sorry. Am I using fine liners? Like, look how small all of this is. First of all, that spider, a no-go for me. Imagine, like, I'm just getting the flashbacks from Harry Potter where Ron was, like, terrified of the giant spider. That's me right now. So not loving this page because of the spider, but then also how fine everything is. Like, look at how small these details are. So yeah, this page will not be getting colored unless somebody in my life wants to color it. Or I just might use it as a tester. But like this one, I think is cute. Yeah, it's definitely spooky, but I don't know. I think it's funny. And then, of course, in the front, you have Selena Fenech with a bunch of really cute creatures. I like this one. So, excited to have my subscription. I am also eyeing the 2023 Compendium. Is that what it's called? I don't know. We will see, but I'm really excited to be on their mailing list now. Love it. Then a couple of the books in this pile were sent to me by companies. So, you know, I'm always trying to be honest with you folks. So this one was sent to me by Ollie Colors, and they're delightful, by the way. And this is Fire Goddesses. I did do a full flip. I have not colored in it yet, but ooh, that's cool. But I sure will. And these books are pretty thick. Like, there is a lot in here. And even though the pages are black backed, they don't warp. At least the 2 books that I have haven't. Like, I love this. How stunning is this? So I'm really, really excited to work in here. I just haven't had a chance with everything that's happening. Not because I don't want to. And then also they sent me the other book. Well, they have multiple books, but the other one they sent me is Mermaid. I also did do a full flip of this on the channel, and I have done a page in here. Woohoo! So I just uploaded my November completed pages, and this was one of the 5 pages that I completed in the month. Again, just not that much time for coloring, but I did really enjoy working in here. Page that I did, if I can locate it. Come on, there we go. Thought I was gonna look like a liar there for a second. Is this page. So I did this one in November with mainly brood funners and just a little bit of prismas. I think some of the, like the browns through here was a prisma. I had a more detailed background. I chose to ignore it and black it out with a marker, which is always an option. I always like to point that out in videos because I've had some folks be like, oh, that's right. I never really thought of that. Like, blacking out the background or adding another color in the background is 100% always an option. So I do it quite often because I could be a little bit lazy with backgrounds. So you'll see black backgrounds on my channel quite a lot. But I really like this page. I really enjoyed working in it. I liked how the pencils lay down on this paper. I have no problems, no qualms with this book. I think it's a delight. Some of these pages, absolutely terrifying. And realistically, I'll probably never color this just because I'm a scaredy cat. However, I will most likely use pages like this one for testing. So I did like that here. I used this page for testing some glitter, and because I knew like I wouldn't color this page. I'm just not into scary monsters. That's not what I want to color. And that's fine because this book has so many pages that I would be really, really interested in coloring in. So pages like this could be testers for different mediums, different combinations, different shade combinations. Like even this, even though it's like really spooky, I kind of am really drawn to it. So I feel like branching, and this one I think is really cool. So branching out to new books, I feel like has really pushed my, not boundaries, but things that I get inspired by. And I love that because I feel like I'm not stagnant in what I find interesting and what I'm drawn to. So I really, really appreciate that. So definitely check out Ollie Colors. They recently, like really recently put out an anime book. So as if you're a regular on my channel, you know I'm not an anime fan. But if you are, that book looks really, really neat. Another book that I very kindly received from the publisher artist is Alice Mills Publishing, and they sent me Cutest Christmas. This is the Mosaic book, and I am in love. So I did a full flip of this book. It's already featured in my November completed pages because I couldn't put it down. So I did only 5 pages in November, and 2 out of the 5 were from this book. So that's 40%. 40% of my coloring for the month of November was done in this book. So I did this page, which you would have seen in my completed pages. Oh, that's a work in progress. And I did this one. And then I obviously, of course, also have a work in progress. So I really like this book. I'm so excited. I'm really in the Christmas spirit already. The house is decorated. You know, we've been baking cookies and everything. So this book will definitely be getting a lot of loving this holiday season. I don't think I have another Christmas color by number. No, that's not true. I have the George Tufex's Christmas color by number, but that's it. So this will definitely be getting lots of love. The next 3 books were very, very kindly sent to me by a subscriber. Alicia, thank you so much. Her and I were having a conversation on Instagram, like in Messenger, something coloring related per usual. And I had just done a video where I talked about my George Tufex's collection because I do have most of his books at this point. I just really love his work. And she was like, hey, I know in the video you mentioned that you don't have a couple. How about I just send them to you? And I was absolutely shooketh. I was blown away because I absolutely never ask my subscribers or, the folks that I talk to send me things. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so flattered. Thank you so much. And she was kind enough to send me 3 books. So again, Alicia, thank you to the moon and back. I'm beyond flattered. So she sent me 3 of George Tufex's I don't know, George's books. So I got 3 of them. She sent me Wonders of Nature. And I think most folks are familiar with his work at this point. It is probably the most detailed color by number book that I've definitely ever owned, maybe ever also seen. So, you have the color palette here, and then you have the preview. The preview on this looks so vibrant. I love it. That's something I really enjoy about his books is the vibrancy. Like, his pages just aren't dull. I don't know, they're just so vibrant and they make me so happy. And yeah, I love his color by number books. I would love to finish at least one eventually. I think the one I have the most done is the Christmas one. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll finish the Christmas one. And then I also have Glorious Gardens, and they are glorious. And if you're gonna get this book, I would highly recommend having lots of greens. There's definitely a lot of green in here, which makes sense for a garden coloring book. But again, color palette on the side. Stunning, amazing pages. I have not colored in here just yet. Again, they're just so vibrant and beautiful, and they just make me want to have an iced tea or a lemonade somewhere in a garden and just watch the butterflies. I don't know. I think I've had too much coffee today because it's quite cold here. It's definitely not a lemonade, iced tea kind of weather, but a girl can dream. And then the last book is Spectacular Spring Scenes. They are spectacular, folks. And again, a lot of very vibrant greens. Look at this little, look at him or her. I don't know. How cute. There's definitely animals in here as well, which is cool. I think those are those cows? It's hard to tell if I'm a little far away. There's a dog, you know, there is some horses, there's birds. I think this one, this one also had some underwater scenes. Maybe it's one of the other books. But like this page, look at that. With a beautiful wreath and the flowers. Oh, yes, please. Absolutely. And there's cute little chicks. So these books, amazing. Honestly, you can't go wrong with George Tufexis, assuming that you enjoy more detailed color by number pages. If you do not, his stuff is not for you. It's very, very detailed, but it's very, very beautiful. And that is it. So that is my first haul in probably like a year. I'm so super duper happy. I hope that you'll be seeing a bunch of these books in future videos. I hope I'll be able to make more videos in the future once, you know, I have a little bit of more free time. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.